Hey, Dosers, thanks so much for joining us. Tracy here from San Marcos Escondido campus. And today and this week, we're in Joshua. And we are talking about Joshua chapter 8 today. But I believe that it's important for us to look back at 7 first as we talk about 8. I would encourage you to read the whole chapter of 8. There's some really cool military strategy that God gives Joshua and how they actually come back and they defeat Ai finally. But as I was reading the story, I was thinking about my own life, and I don't know about you, but there have been a couple of seasons in my life where I have made decisions that changed everything. And as soon as I made them, it was just like, oh, I don't think I can go back from this. Like from now on, things are changed, things are different, and it was my own making. And this story is very similar, and I think we can relate to that in that we look at Achan. You know, they underestimated Ai, and they were defeated by Ai. But the big deal in chapter 7 is that there was sin in the camp. Achan did exactly what God said not to do. And man, isn't that like us? And like me, I guess I should say, it's like he represents us in that whole idea. It started in Genesis in the garden of just like, nope, I'm pretty sure I know best. Or my desires are more important than what God has asked of me. I know better. I know what I can handle. Or the idea of I can make these choices, and as long as I keep them hidden and isolated, they won't matter. They won't affect anybody else. And that's the lie that we believe. That's the lie that Achan believed. That's the lie that Eve believed. And it's the lie that I believe. And when we make those decisions, it changes everything. But chapter 8 gives us such a great view of what God's character is like. Because God just says, no, no, no. Take care of the sin. Come with a heart of humility and confession, which Achan did. And then God dealt with that. And then he says, all right, level playing field. Let's go. Let's continue the plan that I had for you to begin with. And I'm going to take you back to the place of defeat so that I can show you what victory really looks like. And he wants to do the same thing in our lives. How many people do you know? I would say my life included, that God says, no, come to me with the heart of humility and confession. I'll level the playing field, and I'm going to show you such victory that you never could have imagined in your life. And so I just want us to be encouraged today by that. The whole idea is the heart of humility, coming to him, and then following his commands afterwards, putting ourselves aside and saying, nope, I'm going to live and be obedient to the commands that God gave us. And then God shows us in chapter 8, man, he gives those strategies. They follow through. Joshua and the whole crew do everything he called, and they had complete victory. And that's the same of God's character always, is that he wants the restored relationship with his kids. He does not and will not handle sin. He will not allow it in his camp. And as long as we are willing to come to him and let him deal with it, he'll use us. And he'll actually bring us back to where we were defeated to show us the victory that we can have in him. So I hope that encourages you today. We'll see you next time.